play with fire, yeah.
Yo, what is going on, guys? So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to spawn trap. And if you don't know what spawn trapping is, well, it is in the name, but if you don't know what it is, it's basically just manipulating the spawns to make your enemies spawn where you want them, so that way you can get the most kills as possible. But a couple things to keep in mind: you will need a full team for this. Like, you can't play with only 3 players and set this up, so you will need 6 players. Also, I highly suggest that you play with a good team. I shouldn't even have to say that, but if you play with players that aren't that good, it's really going to be hard to set this up. So make sure that you are playing with the best players you can find. Also, another thing that you guys are going to need is make sure everyone has on SAM turret and sentry gun. And also make sure you guys have on gearhead. It's a perk, and basically it just gets you your equipment faster so that you can put SAM turrets down more frequently. If you don't have that on, the trap will fail more than likely, because you will need to block spots constantly. So, okay, before we get started, I'm going to be going over 3 maps. Also, at the end of each map, I'm going to have a blueprint of the map, and basically the SAM spots, where the enemies spawn, and also where your teammates should be at. So if you get confused along the way, don't worry, you can just refer back to that blueprint, and it should help you understand things a lot easier. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you guys the SAM and sentry spots first, and then I'm going to show you guys like how to set up in the spawn trap. So this is going to be a SAM or sentry spot. This is a SAM or a sentry spot right here. This is a SAM or a sentry spot right here as well. This is a SAM or sentry spot. And this is a SAM or sentry spot as well. And basically for this side, you guys are all going to be set up on this side of the map. You want to have one guy standing here, and they're going to spawn right in front of him. They're going to spawn with their back turned like this, so it's pretty easy kills. And then everyone else is going to set up back here, because this is the main spawn. You're going to have a guy like over here, and then the rest of the team is going to be set up on this side. You can have a guy right here, and I usually like to sit right here and kill these guys. And you can also have somebody set up over here. Doesn't really matter as long as you guys are killing them as quick as possible, because there's a spawn here, there's a spawn here, and there's a spawn like over here somewhere. So make sure that you guys are set up properly so that you can kill them as quick as possible. Alright, with that being said, I'm gonna go over the other side. Okay, also real quick, and I just thought about this, I am showing you guys the core spawn trap and not the hardcore version. If you guys do want us to go over the hardcore version, we can do that. Just let us know in the comments below. But I figure that most people that watch us like core and play core, so that is why I'm showing you guys the core version. So let's go over this. This is a SAM or sentry spot right here. This is a SAM or sentry spot right here. This is a SAM or sentry spot. This is a sentry gun spot right here, because there is a lot of spawn points around here, and I don't think a SAM is good enough. You can put a SAM if you don't have anything else, but just to be on the safe side, I would go ahead and put a sentry on this spot. This is a sentry or a SAM spot right here, and then the way you guys are gonna set up on this, it's optional, but I like to have a guy standing here, because they spawn in front of this basket like this, and they also spawn over here. So this guy can get those kills. The main spawn that you guys are going to be spraying at is here. So they're going to be spawning exactly where I'm standing. I like to sit on the side of them, and they just spawn right in front of me. Sometimes I like to use a knife, and I just melee them off spawn. They also spawn over here like this, so you want to have a guy posted over here. And then the other spots are completely optional. Sometimes we have people watch like this. You can have somebody actually sitting over here. And it's just completely optional. Just make sure that you guys are set up properly. Like I said, it's really good to have a guy sitting behind the basket, because if they break out here, they can just turn around and kill that guy or kill that guy. So definitely recommend having someone here, also someone in that corner, and then someone on that side. The other spots or the other players can just hold it however they like. But I think that is it for this map. Again, I'm going to show the blueprint for a couple seconds if you guys want to screenshot it or whatever. It's basically just a review of what I talked about. And we're going to go over to the next map now. Okay, so I'm going to go over Yamantau now. This is a SAM or sentry spot right here. This is a SAM or sentry spot right here. This is a SAM or sentry spot. This is a SAM or sentry spot right here as well. And then this is the last spot, I believe, on this side. And basically what you guys are going to be doing, we like to have somebody sitting here because they'll spawn right here. And then sometimes we also have another guy in here as well. You can just hold it from any corner of the room you like. Sometimes we have a guy sitting over here. Sometimes we have a guy sitting over here. It's just preference. Okay, so for the back, I like to hold it like this because they will spawn right in front of you like that. Then this is a spawn point as well, and then they spawn like down here like this. So I like to have a guy on the opposite end, just in case, you know, they spawn out too far and I can't kill him. This guy can take him out. So you gotta have a guy posted over here, and then you can have a guy or two sitting up here as well, just in case they break out, or just for assistance. And also they can get a lot of kills up here as well because they're looking over the entire spawn. So you can just have a guy over here and then have a guy watching this side. Alright, I'm gonna go over the other side now. Okay, so for this side, you want to put a SAM or a sentry back here. You want to put a SAM or a sentry right here. And then you want to have a SAM or sentry right here as well. And I think that is it. This side is actually really easy to set up. You're gonna have a guy sitting over here. They spawn right in front of you, and then they'll spawn like right there. And then you're gonna have two guys sitting in here actually. You're gonna have a guy sitting here, and then you're gonna have a guy sitting here. I like to hold this spot. It's really easy for kills. They literally spawn with their back turned, and also you're behind like a little head glitch. So if they do manage to turn around, you have some cover. They'll spawn right here. And then for the back, there's a couple spawns back here. They spawn here, here, and then they'll spawn like over here. Well, you'll have a guy set up right here, and then you'll have a guy on this end set up right here. And also a tip, I used to hold this spot. I would say using dual Diamatis is really good for this spot. So if you are watching this spot, or even that spot, you can just use dual Diamatis, because in core they kill in like one burst. So and then you can have a guy just set up back here for extra assistance, and he can just help you guys out if they do manage to get out of the spawn a little bit. Alright, I think that is it for this map. I think now we're going to go over Standoff. But before we do that, I'm going to show you guys the blueprint for this map as well. So if you guys are a little bit confused, you can just refer back to this. Alright, so Standoff is pretty easy. I'm going to go over the SAM and sentry spots first. You want to put a SAM or sentry right here. You want to put a SAM or sentry right between this doorway. And what that does is it blocks this spawn here, and it blocks this spawn in here. You want to put a SAM or sentry over here in this corner, like this. And then you want to put one up over here like this. I think there's one more spot right here. Then put a SAM or sentry here. The way you set up on here is, I actually kind of like Standoff because there's a lot more spots available. You want to have a guy peekaboo in this. They're going to spawn like right here. And then you want to have like two guys in the far back sitting back here. They're going to spawn in front of you. They're going to spawn with their back turned like this. Then everybody else needs to be on the boxes. And I'm going to show you guys how to set up on here. It's very important that you have a guy standing back here, because sometimes they spawn like right there. And then I like to lay prone. I usually just lay prone like here, and then they'll spawn here. This is the main spot, and then occasionally they spawn like in the back. And then you can have a third guy just like over here, or he can just be over here. Doesn't matter. Alright, I think that's it for this side. I'm gonna go over the other side now. Okay, so for this side, you want to have a SAM or a sentry right here. You want to have a SAM or a sentry over here. You want to have a SAM or a sentry right here. And then you want to have one by the haystack over here as well. Putting a SAM or a sentry right here is optional. I like to have one here. But if you have a guy holding the back spawn, you don't really need it. But and then you want to have a samurai sentry right here. Oh yeah, and then this is another spot. Samurai sentry, right between that doorway. And this is the last spot. You just want to put a samurai sentry over here. Doesn't really matter. I like to just put it over here like that. So the spots that you're gonna watch, you're gonna be watching it like this. There's gonna be a guy sitting in the far corner, and they're gonna spawn like this. And then you're gonna have, like I said earlier, you're gonna have a guy over here. But if you don't have a guy over here, make sure that you block this because they do spawn in the alley. And then this is the spot I like to hold. You can just lay prone here, or you don't even have to lay prone. You can just like stand here, and then they'll spawn right here where I'm standing, and then they'll spawn in this corner occasionally. You can also have a guy watching this side because they do spawn on the other side. Not as much. They usually spawn on that side, but they do spawn here sometimes as well. And then it's optional, like Apocalypse. It's pretty optional. You can have people standing up there watching the back, or you can have somebody standing right here. You can even have somebody standing here. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure that, I think it's important to have two people standing back here. And yeah, I think that's it for Standoff, guys. So I'm going to be showing you guys the blueprint for this map as well. And you guys can just refer to that if you do get confused at any point. Okay, before I end the video, I did forget to mention that this spawn trap does work for both capture the flag and demolition. I feel like capture the flag is a lot easier to set up just because there's a spawn delay, so once you kill an enemy, you guys can push up into your spots a lot easier. Although demolition is more rewarding, you can get more kills just because there's no spawn delay, and the game does last pretty long. But with that being said, hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope we could help you guys out. I know a lot of people have been asking us about like how to set it up and stuff like that. So catch you guys later. Hope you guys have a good day, and deuces.